What's up, everyone? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And tonight, finally, we are going to jump in to the comic special report. Comic market report, comic strategy report. Whatever you want to call it, we're going to dive deep. And this is not going to be rehearsed or fancy. I'm just going to go through and show you what I've been doing and talk about this strategy that I have been hinting to. And this is not like anything anybody else is doing. It's something that I'm probably on an island all by myself on. But there is a method to my madness, and I'm ready to share that with you. First of all, I am going to look on my app on the phone to tell you where I am with my comic count, because I don't see it on the screen here on the web app, and I'm not sure how to do that just yet. So looking on the phone app, we have right now a total of 680 comics in my collection. That goes along with 606 collectibles. I am going to be putting the pedal to the metal on some collectibles and bringing that number up to probably match the comics pretty soon. But I'm also going to be putting the pedal on the metal and buying more comics. And there's a reason why. So first of all, let's go through and check out what is here. And then we're going to talk about my strategy. And case in point, the most recent edition that's right here, New Avengers number 7. This is a drop that nobody was excited about. And it's one that stayed on the app in retail for quite some time. I don't even know. It might even still be there. Let me check and see if it's sold out yet. Because, okay, it finally did sell out. An hour or two after the drop, it did not sell out, which was such a shock. Remember back in the bot days when it didn't matter what came out with the comics, it would sell out in 1/10 of a second? You had to be faster than 1/10 of a second on the tap, or you did not get one. And now we can sit and watch these things for 1 hour not selling out. That is crazy. So this one was considered a C grade. I guess it's nothing in the real world, and people were not excited about it. However, the one thing that caught my attention was the art. I love the art. Now, I don't consider, I need to turn off stupid Discord. I hate Discord, and it's doing the dumb little alerts. Well, it's on the website. Let's jump over to Discord really quick and shut that off. Go away, Discord. Okay. Now, let's go back. All right, so I love the artwork of this comic. And one way that I look at these is like we would look at some of the collectible art editions. If I like the art, I think that there is potential. Even though most people look at this only through the one lens of what's the value in the real world. Now, my strategy is that of a contrarian. I do not judge comics purely based on what the value is in the real world. Not to say that I won't pick up some of the ones that have amazing real world value, because I do. However, I will stack up on the ones that people place no value on, that are low priced, but have excellent artwork. And of course, you know, Marvel's #1 or Marvel Comics #1, I get them mixed up. The second one, not the original. I think it's Marvel's #1 that was made in the 80s. I've got like 26 editions, and I'm still stacking that because I love the artwork inside of the comic. Now, with New Avengers, let's look at this. Look at this artwork. This is fantastic. I like them all. The common is amazing. Uncommon, amazing. Rare, I love that. Ultra rare, outstanding. The only one that I don't like as much is the secret rare. I don't like the black bar on the top and the bottom. We can't see it here since I've got myself down here in the corner. At any rate, I love the art. And if I place a value on that, because I am an artist, if you didn't know that, I grew up in music, art, and lots of science and math. So I'm an engineer by trade. However, You should know that I actually used to do paintings, drawings. I was an airbrush artist for quite some time, and I have a body shop where I do fancy, wild custom paint jobs because I am an artist. So when I see a cover like this, I have a great appreciation. Now, knowing that I'm not the only person in the world who has an appreciation for art, I'll bet you there's other people like me who are out there, probably several of them, who also have a great appreciation for some of these covers that are high on the art end and low on the real value end. All right. Now, on this drop, side note, I bought two of them and struck out. I got commons on both. I was like, dang it. So then I went to the market to buy one for $2. I clicked on that item and hit buy, and it was $6.99. Why? Because someone beat me to the punch for $2. And since the comic was not sold out, when you go to the market and you click on that $2 comic and it's gone, the buy button is still there. So I hit the buy button and didn't realize until the transaction was done that I just paid retail for a third one. And guess what? It was a common. Stupid me. Well, anyway, let's look at the current price of this thing, and then we'll use this as an example. It's $2.15 and dropping. This one will probably break the $2 barrier, and I'm going to pile up on it. Now, here's the thing. Since other people are not placing a value on it, the price goes down. And I have a value on it. And people are going after the grails and everything else that will go up extremely in value. However, let's consider this. When the next phase hits and FOMO kicks in full gear, what do you think the price of these things are going to be? Now, there are some that I've been stacking that I was buying at 20 and 30 gems that are down to 3 and 4 gems right now. They've come down 10x in price. So what does that tell you? The reverse is probably going to happen and will be equally as true, that this will probably 10x or more from this point. Once we get into the future where there is marketing and there's a ton more people on this app and we're in a hyperbolic, crazy or parabolic phase of the market when everything is getting shot up to the moon, do you really think that this is not going to go up at least 10x or more? If you don't think so, then leave them all to me because I'll take them all. So what's the difference between having this item that goes up 10x and buying, say, an ultra rare grail that is $100 right now that ends up peaking at $1,000 in the market during the peak cycle? What's the difference? Well, here's the difference. If you get that $100 item, there's a lot more slippage. In other words, if the market goes down significantly, you might get cut down to a price of $50. What's the slippage on $2.15? If we go to $1, I'll do the DCA game and I'll buy a bunch more. Now, you could do the same thing with the grail. If it goes to 50, you might buy one more, but then you're going to have a lot less in your wallet after you get done stacking that grail. Again, I do have a lot of grails. I have 5 secret rares and some of these things that are of super value. But I am mitigating my risk by buying these things that are near the bottom. This could go to 0 and I'm still fine because then I can get them all for free and lower my average. Now, of course, that's not going to happen. But at $2.15, it's not going to go much lower than $1. Now, think back when the first one came out and I bought one. I had a common and an uncommon of Marvel's #1. And it went down to a gem. And I was disgusted. And I thought, gee whiz, I just wasted $6.99. Then we watched that thing go up to $450. Right now it's at what, $138? And I'm considering getting another one. But when it was at $1, some smart people decided to go against the grain and buy a ton of them because they found value in it and thought, well, even though this is an NFT and not the real thing in the real world, what if people in the future place value on this because it was the first one on the app? Now, the people who scooped up 100 are sitting pretty right about now and probably unloaded quite a few of those during the last parabolic peak. Well, that's what I plan on doing myself with these low risk items that don't have a lot of slippage because they're already at or near the bottom. Now, let me show you through to some of these things that I have bought that comprises my humongous collection. Now, this one is number one. This is the Spider-Man number 294 that I was buying at 15, 20 gems. And now I have a total of, 17 editions. And so I was really feeling bad that I had bought all of these. And now I'm doing the DCA game. I'm not going to sit around and bellyache about it. All right. So for example, let's see if we have the price. I paid $8. So this is one that's further down the line. If we go down to the bottom, you'll probably see several of these that I bought like over 20 bucks. All right, now let's move it on and look at some of the other editions that I have piled up, and we'll talk about it. Here's Ultimates. I like the art on this one. We'll look at the common, and we see that I have a total of 7 editions. Not too bad, but I like the artwork on this. Now, let me show you some of my favorites that I think are going to do quite well, that I love the artwork on. Night Nurse is one of them. And if I'm not mistaken, I have one of each of these. I can't remember if I have the secret rare or not. It's at $3.15. I have 15 of them. And I think this one is going to do well. And mark my words, I'll probably have the last word on this and be able to say, I told you so, once we see this thing shoot up to 20 or 30 gems. Now, this one I love. There's no doubt about it. This is some of the best artwork of all of the comics. X-Men number 25. Let's see how many of these I have. There's the common. I absolutely love this artwork. And we're sitting on 8 of the common. And I need to get more of the uncommon because I think the uncommon is a club banger with this shattered look. It's at $9.99. I'm going to buy more of these. I think I only have like 3. Let's look and see. I have 2. I need to have 5 of these. I think this one is going to do well. Mark my words. Come back and maybe you can tell me I told you so if I end up wrong, if this thing ain't $50 to $100 in the next run. Okay, let's see if I've got, I think I have all of these. Here's the rare. Fantastic artwork. I do have the rare. And let's see if I've got the ultra rare. I don't think I have the secret rare on this one. We've got one of the ultra rare. Again, I love the artwork on that. And looking at the secret rare, I don't think I've got this one and I need to get it. I'll probably pick it up. No, I don't have the secret rare on that one. All right, let's move it right along and get to my favorite set of sets. Because there's a set where there's several within this collection that really catches my eye, that I just love the artwork. I love the stories. I love everything about them. Now, this is another one that I like. I've got maybe 5 or 6 of this common, a couple uncommons, and I think I've got this one all the way through the ultra rare. I don't think I have the secret rare. And it's only 80 bucks. I'll probably add it because I like the white background and the simplicity and the retro style of the artwork. For 80 bucks, that's a steal. By the way, none of this is financial advice. Okay, get that in your thick skulls there. Don't be going buying crap because you think, well, Crypto Pro said it, so I'm going to stack up on it. And then you're mad later because it doesn't skyrocket in price because I'm taking a chance. I'm taking a risk. Oh, also, Star Wars. I got the rare on the drop. I had bought one common. I'll probably grab another one. And I do want the uncommon because I like Darth Vader's big head. Ooh, 29 bucks. I need to get that. Right now, by the way, the market's going down. It was ticking up and now it is going down. And I think we are at an all-time low point overall for the market. That's with comics and collectibles. Okay. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, let's go back in. Okay, I messed myself up there. Let's continue on. There's Star Wars. Sergeant Fury, I might have one. I've got a couple Lokis. I've got one of this, a few of this. Amazing Spider-Man. I like this one. Let's see how many of these do I have. And it's at $12.90. That's a very nice price for this common. I only have one. I need to get more of that. Because of the artwork here and the fact that it is Spider-Man, I think it's going to do well in the future. Not based on real world value, based on art. I am an artist. Keep that in mind. Okay, here's the first one. It is the Fallen Sun series that I've gone bananas on. So this one, Fallen Sun, Death of Captain America. Let's look at the first set. And this is number 3. I have a whopping, look at that, $2.10. I'm going to go ham on this and buy more. I didn't know it was down that low. We're at a low point tonight, folks. I've got 29. I'm going to take that up to about 35. So this set, I've got all the way through the secret rare. I have the complete set, all right? Let's move it on along. What's the next one that I have an extreme affinity for? I do have some Deadpools. I like that. I do have 1 or 2 Warlocks, maybe 3. This is the expensive one. I don't have that one. Now, these 2 here are of the stacks when I started stacking comics. And I was buying at 15 to 20 gems, maybe even as high as 30 gems. It's at $3.50, and I have a lot of them. I've got 11 of this one. Well, that used to be a lot back in the old days. It's not a lot anymore. And then the next one, let's see how many I had of the next one. I don't like how we scroll back and then we lose our place there on the web app, but it's still nice to have it. Okay, on this one I have 16 editions. I'm going to start using the Alt back arrow key, which is a shortcut for you PC users. That's how you can go back very quickly. All right, moving right along. I think we covered this one. Did we cover that one? No, we didn't. So this is Fallen Sun. And it is number 4. And I have 16 of this one. Okay, I don't have as many of that one, but I have this all the way through the secret rare. Let's check and see. I do believe I've got this secret rare. Yes, I do. I think I've got everything through the secret rare on all but one of these Fallen Sun sets. Moving right along, here's the third one. Okay, so this would be number 1. It's at $2.50, not a bad price. And I'm sitting on 8. Is that all? But I do have this all the way through the secret rare. Let's jump and check that because I like this background. What? I don't have that one. $82.99. Okay, this is the one set that I don't own the secret rare, but I do have all the way through the ultra rare. And some of these I have 2 ultra rares and 2 rares. So that's the one I need to pick up the secret rare on, which I will get. We looked at this one. Did we do this one? I think we did. Let's make sure. Yeah, number 4. We already did number 4. Now, I do have all of these. There's not many of these that I don't have. I've got just about everything unless it's something like Kang that was out of my price range. I got about 10, 12 Daredevils. I've got 4 or 5 of these. I do have Fantastic Four. Not many of the Inhumans, but I'll probably get a secret rare of that one. Now they're starting to repeat. I don't like it when it does that. Okay, and this is my favorite Fallen Sun. Let's jump in here and check this one out. This is number 5, I believe. I just love this art. This is awesome. You got the casket there with the flag, wrapped in the flag. That just is emotional for me. I love it. And based on that, I think other people are going to find that same value. Let's see how many of these I have. 27 of the common. And I do have through the secret rare on this one. Let's see how many ultra rares that I have. I might have 2 ultra rares. Nope, just 1. I need to pick up another one because it's only $21. And I should have 1 or 2. I have 1 of that. All right. Now, what am I going to do with all these commons? I'm going to flip them. I'm going to sell them. I'll keep a full set until the secret rares go up 10x, 20x in price, and then I'll flip those too. But when you've got 30 of the commons sitting around, if they 10x, you can plow that into other items. And then you will create what I like to call leveraged gems. So that means that I'll have, say, take these things I've been buying for 2 and 3 gems, sell them for 20 and 30 gems, and then that will cover me for all the drops and for buying stuff that is at a high price on the market. For things that have already shot up that I missed, I can get them because I'm buying with leveraged gems. So then if the price comes back down, it's not hurting me. All right. Okay, I've got this. I believe I do have Werewolf. I don't know if I've got Vengeance, number 1. I don't know if I have that yet. I love the artwork on West Coast Avengers. I've got through the ultra rare on that. I don't have the secret rare. Absolutely love the baby shark looking rare and ultra rare covers there. I also absolutely love the artwork on Spider-Man number 1. Let's see how many of the common that I have. And it's only at $3.79. I need to pile up more of this. I've got 5. All right. And I don't remember how many of the rest of this set that I have, but the price is a little higher. I need to get this rare here. Nope, I don't have a rare. So I need to pick that up. I've got a pile of Peter Parker, which is cool artwork and a cool story. I've read all of these. All of this series with this similar artwork here of the Spider-Man number 132 and all the others that came out around that same time. 19 editions, and I'm doing a DCA on that. I've got to buy more so I can bring down the average, and then when I flip, it's going to be fun. See, this came out during that time. This is the other Peter Parker. There's Amazing Spider-Man number 293, and notice how it all has the similar artwork. And that is from 1963, so it is retro. So, you know, even though it might not have value in the real world, the art is very similar. This one is 1976. This one is 1976. And that's why you see that similarity, okay? Silver Surfer, I love the artwork. I've got commons and uncommons. I might get the rare and the ultra rare. It's fantastic artwork. I do like the Dark Hawk artwork. Let's see, what else sticks out at me? I don't have Hitmonkey. As far as like grails, I do have this one, and I believe I've got this in a common and a rare. This is not a grail. This is not it. Which is the one? It's like $100. I think the common's down to 60, but I've got a common and a rare. I also have 2 of the Spider-Man that was sitting at around 100 gems. These are starting to repeat now. I do not like that. Let me look here. I've got on a spreadsheet. Let's look on the VeVe spreadsheet so I can just cut to the chase and tell you about the ones that I have that are of great value. Okay, what is the name of this tab? Top Comics. All right, so Fantastic Four number 1, the common, it is at 59. I think I've got, let's see, 2 of those? I should have put the number. No, I've got 1 of that. Fantastic Four number 1 rare. I've got 1 of that. It's at 150. I have the Star Wars common, the Star Wars rare, Marvel Comics number 1, Daredevil number 1, Daredevil number 1 uncommon, Fantastic Four number 5. I've got 3 Journey to Mystery number 85 and 2 Amazing Spider-Man number 1, which I'll probably pick up 2 more. So those are my best comics, not including all of the secret rares. There's other ones. And then, of course, with the Incredible Hulk, like I had the ultra rare that shot up to 1,000 gems, and I sold it for, I think, $450 on the way up. And then I bought it on the way down for 200, and then it went down to crap. I think it's at 40 or 50 gems right now, and I'll probably get another one simply based on the fact that it will probably return to that ridiculous price again. All right, let's see if we can find the other favorite of the Fallen Sons as we look at all these repeating. So the web app is not perfect yet. This is just not, wow. Okay, so we went through the whole list and I don't see it. I'm going to have to hit the refresh and see if we can pull it up because it's the one with the ladies on the cover. And it's a toss-up between that one and the casket with the flag. I think both of those are favorites of mine. We'll give them a tie. Now, let's scroll down and see. There they are. Here we go. Fallen Sun Avengers number 2. I love this one. Let's check the price. It's at $235. And for the common, I've got 25. Not bad. And let's see what else do I have here. I've got how many uncommons? 2 uncommons. And then I should have a couple of the rare. Yes, I do. And how many ultra rare do I have? I have 2. So I've doubled up on all of that. And I also have the secret rare. What? I don't have the secret rare? What am I thinking? Okay, I will be buying this one because I love the artwork of this secret rare with that white background and the black and the gold, and then that turquoise blue. I like the way that just pops against that white background. So art-wise, I love this, and I'm going to gamble on it. Now, instead of going with the crowd of what's popular, like Marvel Comics, I am the contrarian, and I'm trying to make moves that I don't think anybody else is right now, because it's the people who make those moves, like the ones who piled up this one for one gem against the grain. Those are the people that make the windfall profits in the future. So I'm taking a chance on these cheap comics because of the fact, like I said, that there's not much slippage, and plus they'll gain like everything else. They're probably going to go up 10x, 20x in price. So when you make moves that go against the grain, that sets you apart from the crowd. If you're with the crowd that is all selling the same stuff at the same time, you're not going to make as much money. It's the one who stood alone that is rolling the dice and betting on the Vegas long shot that makes the haul. And that is why I have put my focus on the comics that appeal to my eyes and not to the reality of the physical items in the store, even though, as I said, I have those. So that is the Crypto Pro Strategy 2.0, stacking the comics story. That's what I'm doing. Fantastic stacking. Lots of great stacking going on. We're going to pile these up in a tremendous way. It's going to be very tremendous when we sell these during the next market cycle peak. It's going to be huge, very huge. We're going to make a lot of money in a big way. A lot of tremendous money. Very tremendous. So that's all I got for now. I would love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe to the Crypto Pro channel. And in addition to that, I would like to give a big super thanks shout out to one specific person, and that would be Carl, my brother Carl, yay! Who told me, get the comics video done. So I wrote that down. You see it right there. It says, make the comics video. He gave me a $10 super thanks on the 11th of June. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate you for helping to defray the cost of the production of the Crypto Pro YouTube channel. And it's people like you that will keep this thing afloat and motivate me to keep cranking out the information and the insight on what's happening with this crazy wild market. That's all I've got for now. This is Carlton, and I am out.